All of the NFL. This is the biggest. I heard on the radio. This is the biggest story. Someone said, I don't know if I'd agree with this. This is the biggest story in Boston history, or New England area history. Which
probably in Patriots history would be the more.
I'd say in all of sports in Boston history. This is the biggest story.
I don't know about that, but anyway.
What's the biggest story?
I don't know. That's the problem.
See, biggest story.
On the spot right there.
Biggest story in sports. Definitely biggest story. It may be second
I would say
or third.
Probably the biggest story might be the comeback from Atlanta.
No, It blows it out of the water. It's a joke.
That was a crazy comeback, Steve.
It was a crazy comeback. Don't get me wrong. Comeback. It doesn't even come close. Tom Brady possibly leaving the New England Patriots is the biggest story in sports in Boston. It may even be top 5 biggest stories in Boston in general history. It's huge. A guy that has meant this much for most of the city for the last 20 years is about to go play for another team. And we're sitting here wondering.
Well, no, that's not.
My meter is officially over 50% of him leaving.
Wow, really? Nah.
It's gotten worse over the last week. No. I'm at 45% he stays right now.
I just think he's trying to play the game.
Nope.
Nope.
So Tom Brady came out today, reports he's meeting with a few teams. He's supposed to meet with the Patriots this week at the Combine, or his agent is supposed to meet to talk about contract extension. Also, the agent may talk to a couple other teams, same teams that we've heard from. The Bucs are in there, the Chargers, I think the Raiders. They're, teams that, not a big surprise. But, James, I know you've stayed strong on he's not leaving. Tell me how it's changed. Is it the same? How are you feeling?
It is a little unnerving, the fact that I will agree, no real decision has been made. There's been no real commitment yet, obviously. The thing that I guess I still kind of hold strong to is the fact that I don't know if he would up and leave, considering he's only going to play in the league for a handful of years, right? He's only
max.
So why would he up and leave for 2 years and change everything about what he does? Because if you join another team, there's no way you can keep the same routine. There's no way you can keep all the same stuff. You're going to have to compromise. Why compromise in the last couple of years when really you're one of the most, if not the most famous person in the NFL right now, and considered one of the most valuable? Now, now the valuable part we might have a bit of a disagreement on, because money wise and then value to the team in terms of on the field are two different things. But I will say this. Up until 2 weeks ago, I was like 99% he's staying. I do have to say though, at this point, I'm getting that 80-20 split.
I'm just giving that 20%. I'm beating that number down.
It's not you. I stopped listening to you years ago. But
it's definitely. And my thing is, it's not, and it's kind of always been this.
Yeah.
It's not. I think Tom Brady, I'm not 45%. I think Tom Brady's going to say, you know what? I want to leave New England. I don't want to be here anymore. People saying that, I disagree with. The people that are saying, I want to go win somewhere else for my legacy purposes. I want to prove I can win without Bill. I don't buy any of that. I don't buy any of that at all.
It's much more simple than that.
My argument's always been, do the New England Patriots want to move on from Tom Brady? That's always been my argument. And you can argue both ways. Do I want to see him go? No. I'm a Tom Brady fan for life. I would do anything he could call me right now and say, I need you to go do something for me, and I would not hesitate. I would leave mid-recording.
The headphones would still be spinning in the air as you're running out the door.
The chair would be, I would literally run. I didn't even drive here today. I would run to wherever he needed me to go. With that said, financially, the more I look at it, it doesn't make sense to sign Tom. And I hate to say it, but it doesn't.
Now, because that's the big debate, because he wants, just so people know, like, how much is he looking for?
I don't know what he's looking for, really.
How much do you think? Because, like, I think we both know what he's worth.
He's probably going to get $30 million wherever he goes.
And the debate becomes, is he worth that money? And I think we both, I don't think he's worth that.
Depending on where you are, I mean, it's close. It's close. But
the problem is
for the Patriots situation, if they give him 30, say, I don't think he would get 30 from the Patriots, but let's just say, hypothetically, he took $24 million from the Patriots as his annual salary for 2 years or 3 years, whatever you give him. It doesn't matter, 2 or 3 years. That leaves you with about I want to say 14 to 15 mil in cap space. What was the worst part of the Patriots team last year?
Oh, offensively.
Offensively, what like keyword that we keep hearing? He doesn't have what?
Weapons.
He doesn't have weapons. So you got to solve that. You don't have a tight end. A solid
you got
tight
to
end.
invest in 1 to 2 wide receivers and a tight end.
Correct. And what was the one consistent part of the team?
Tom.
Well, no, they're not.
Well, you're talking about defense. Is what you're getting.
Defense.
At
The defense was the one thing that you said. You know what? Tom doesn't have to score today because the defense is going to score for him. They're going to hold the team to
well,
under.
that was relevant the first 4 games, but yeah.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. The defense was top. You're losing your safety that has been there for 100 years. Your captain safety. You're going to lose your linebacker. You're going to lose possibly 1 to 2 defensive tackles. You're going to lose another linebacker. What else? You probably may have to give up 1 to 2 of your other safeties to just clear cap space if you sign Tom and Chung or what's his name? Harmon.
Yep.
You may have to get rid of one of those guys. Probably Chung because he's older and always hurt. So now the one thing that was consistent, you're going to have to break up and kind of tape together if you sign Tom with still having no weapons on the offensive side.
But I think this is a symptom of the greater problem, which the Patriots are the oldest team in the NFL, and the problem they actually I'm pretty sure statistically they are.
I don't have. I'm not sure.
I did a little bit of research. And I remember that. I know last year they were like 30th or 29th or something. But now they are. The problem you have is, and experience is something that's great to have in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. But there comes a point where players reach their limits. They either retire or they're not simply performing where they were, or they're more prone to injury. So what happens is if Brady goes, then you have to rebuild the team. Where do you just say, screw it, we're going to get rid of a ton of people. We're just going to completely reorganize. We're going to free up a lot of money. Because if he goes and you don't have another quarterback to replace him, why would you invest in offensive weaponry anyway at that point?
Correct.
So the problem is you leave this vacant void with where are you going to go? Because they don't have any other quarterback lined up, and what are they going to rely on? What's his name?
To be honest with you, right now, if after March 18th, Tom Brady's not the quarterback, my pick to start the season is Jared Stidham. That's who I picked to start in 2020 or whatever.
Well, that'll be the first terrible season the Patriots have had in forever.
I don't think so. I think he gets you 8-8, and then the new CBA, they want to add 2 more playoff teams anyway. So you're going to make the playoffs 8-8? I think so. I think Jared Stidham, if Jared Stidham signs, right? If Jared Stidham signs with the Patriots, he's around $1 million, maybe under $1 million.
Yeah.
You can use that 20-something million that you were going to give Tom to go sign McCourty, Van Noy, go get Hooper or the other, what's his name?
Grab a tight end.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry. Yeah. You can go get a wide receiver. You can go draft another quarterback to, like, the next quarterback of the New England Patriots is going to be here for maybe 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
Jared Stidham, instead of paying a guy like Tannehill, $17 to $30 million, which Tannehill is going to require a lot of money, you're going to pay all that to him. It's no better than signing Brady. Might as well spend nothing on Stidham, go draft your backup, and have Stidham be the placeholder for the 1 to 2 years, and then you have a lower draft pick in the first round, draft a quarterback, then there's your guy. It just makes more sense to save the money on, if you want to stay competitive, if it doesn't matter to you, then go get any quarterback and forget the rest of your team. Go sign Tom Brady to $30 million.
I guess there's 2 different things here. Are you thinking short term, win another Super Bowl, or are you thinking long term, establish another dynasty? I think that's what they have to really pick here, because if you want to establish a dynasty, then unfortunately you do have to move on from Tom Brady, redo the whole team, embrace the suck for a season or 2, get some good picks, and do a full rebuild. Or if you want to win another Super Bowl, you have to invest in Tom, move the money around, get him what he can, and just go for it. And you're going to unfortunately then have a couple of seasons where you suck and pay up on that and just embrace that and then come back and do another dynasty anyway.
I'd argue that they would be just as equal. They'd be maybe a slice better or the same if Tom was the quarterback or Jared Stidham was the quarterback.
You know what I wonder?
If we look at it, face value, Tom Brady's better than Jared Stidham. I'm not arguing here that Tom Brady is worse.
$dollar.
but not even the
Performance.
price per dollar. Quarterback
Performance per-
rating.
Yeah.
Tom Brady wins. And
Well, yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
But signing Tom, not getting a tight end,
Yeah. That's
not
what
getting
I'm-
wide receivers, not having a defense, and also you're losing Joe Tooney, by the way, if you sign.
Yeah.
You're probably losing Joe Tooney regardless, but you're definitely losing him if Tom Brady stays. You maybe have a shot to work out some financial things if Tom leaves.
Yeah.
But still, if I look at Jarrett Stidham and they say he's going to be the starting quarterback, to me, that means they have all their defense coming back.
Yeah.
And they're adding 2 guys on offense. And maybe they can find their way. Look at Bill. I think he went 11. Did he go 11-5?
What,
No,
without Brady?
no. Sorry. That's stupid.
Are you talking
That
about
was
without Brady?
Without Brady, the Matt Castle year.
He still has good stats without Brady.
The one year that he got hurt, I think they go 11-5. I can't remember, but maybe 10-6.
Either way, the part that matters there is he was still positive. He was above 500.
They were, yeah.
He was. So here's my other thought too. If they're going to have Stidham as their quarterback, embrace the running game as well. Get another good running back. You get a good tight end. And you get a good receiver. Edelman does a fantastic job. Maybe see what you can work out with Sanu, because if you can get him as a WR3, then he might have enough room to actually be usable and get some work out of him.
Well, they have
And
to.
the thing is, I think the part that bothers me is the one time Stidham was on the field, he was atrocious. So
regular season was not good for him.
If they can work with him and make him, even if he's a mid to lower end quarterback because of the team around him, because of the coaching, I will have to agree there's a possibility. I just really hate to see Tom leave.
Well, let's go through if Tom leaves, Stidham, if Tom leaves, I want Jarrett Stidham to be the quarterback. They're going to have to give up picks to go get Andy Dalton. They already gave up their second. They're probably going to have to give up maybe 2 of their third or maybe their first, and you're already old. You need your draft picks.
Yeah.
You need a first-round pick in this draft. So they can't really do Dalton.
No.
Tannehill is going to require a lot of more money.
Yep.
Mariota is going to require minimal money, but still more than
that
Stidham.
Much better than
No, he's
Stidham?
not
That's
much
the
better
thing.
than Stidham. Jameis Winston's going to command some money.
Winston's not the right guy for the.
No, because he's going to command a ton of money and he's going to throw you 100 picks.
Yeah.
He's good. I like Jameis Winston, but
He's his own unique thing.
Phillip Rivers, not going to
Not
be
worth
any
it.
better.
He'd be worse than Tom Brady in paying.
Teddy Bridgewater, I love, but he's going to command some money. I don't
You know
think
what, though?
that's smart to
If you
sign
can
him.
get Teddy Bridgewater if a team could pick him up for slightly on the cheaper end, but build around him,
But if you think about
there's
it,
a lot of potential
you're
there.
going to sign a $17 million contract, probably.
He's worth that much.
I think they're going to give him 17
I don't
anywhere
know
he
if
goes.
he's worth that
Around
much.
17. If you're talking 17, you're going to take a $13 million cap hit. So now you're paying him $30 million. I know it doesn't
Lord.
technically go towards the quarterback, but just thinking
It's
that
money that you are spending as a team.
right.
So,
So technically, you're going to spend 13 onto the 17. It doesn't
It's
have
like-
anything to do with Teddy. I just think Tom was a quarterback. It goes with the quarterback. It doesn't matter. But still, you're spending $30 million towards your quarterback.
I guess you are making the case that if they're not going to re-sign Tom,
That's my only point.
it might have to be Stidham.
Now, Tom, I don't know. It really does. I'm not sure because you can give him the old, hey, buddy, we got to do it one more time. We need you to take a pay cut. We promise we're going to get you wide receivers and a tight end. We promise you we're going to get all these defensive
do
weapons.
it for the 10th year in a row since they got Randy Moss.
And then not do it.
15 years ago?
No. Trust me this time. We mean it this time.
We'll get you to the Randy Moss. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. We're going to get you some. We're going to get you that. We're going to get you a few
Randy
tight
Moss
ends.
and a Wes
We're going to
Welker.
get you an offensive line. We're going to get you all this stuff and not do it. You think Tom's going to believe it now after 20 years of doing it?
That's the unfortunate thing is, like, when were they going to actually invest?
They weren't.
And that's the problem.
Because they could get away with it. Tom was that good. Now he's not. He's not bad. He's still elite. He's still a top 10 quarterback in the league. But he can't bail him out of games like he used to.
The thing is, he doesn't command that kind of money because, simply put, he is going to be more athletically limited.
Yeah.
And his intelligence, he's probably the smartest quarterback in the game by a long shot, and he has the most experience, but you're still athletically limited. Unfortunately, you can't really cheat nature on that one.
Yeah.
So, it's... I still want him to come back.
Yeah.
I would still love him to get one more try, and if he wins or if he loses, take it with grace, and
go out the right way.
Go out with a bang. But in all fairness, too, for all the people that are sad to see him leave or if he retires.
Oh, I'll be devastated.
You know what, though? At the same time, he has had the best career a quarterback has ever had.
Oh, he's the greatest
in the NFL.
Greatest of all time.
So it is what it is.
I will be devastated. We lose Mookie, and then we lose Tom. I don't
think you put Mookie on the same level as Tom on that one. I hate to call you on that. I don't think you put Mookie at the same level as Tom. Mookie, Tom,
Mookie was
big story.
single-handedly the best homegrown player in the Red Sox history. Single-handedly, he's a future first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Second best player in the league playing baseball right now. If he continued his career with Boston, could have been maybe the best person to ever wear a Red Sox uniform. Top player ever to play the game.
He chose to leave.
I mean, he didn't choose to leave. He got traded.
Well, sorry, you know what I mean.
And he never said that he wanted to leave. He said he wanted to stay. He was wanting to get what he was worth, but he wanted to stay. But definitely, I'll be devastated. Worse than Mookie, yes. But it's rivals. It's right up there with him. But I think that about wraps up Tom. We'll have more news as we get closer to D-Day, otherwise known as March 18th, when we'll know Tom Brady will be the starting quarterback for your New England Patriots by that date.